Mary with Sayre Seer. This is your Valentine's Day or Valentine's Week reading or Valentine's Month reading. Whatever works for you. We're not so strict around here. Not as far as those kind of boundaries go. Anyway, so thanks for your likes and shares. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the readings that you booked with me and the jewelry that you purchased and the donations. Sorry, my nose itches sometimes when I do readings. Okay, so we're going to start with the enchanted map. And this is going to be the basis of this reading and the message. Solitude. Well, it's really strange, Taurus. I'm just going to make the screen bigger so I can make sure I look at the screen to make sure that the card is showing up in the video well, okay? So, this is a 13. This is the death card, okay? So something's going on here about maybe separating from others, kind of letting things happen, not trying to force issues right now, just kind of back away. Like if there's turmoil or something that you just can't kind of power through, it's like doing this. Okay, I'm going to just go back and kind of think about it and let things fall or let things go. Everybody's getting this card right now. Yep. It's part of whatever this energy is. It's part of just what's going on in the collective. So not forcing the issue that maybe you're concerned with right now, because nothing good will really come of it. What does that mean? It means that it's just time to chill. Go with the flow and try to understand why you're here. Maybe have a little bit insight. I'm not saying that you don't. Not in any way. It's like, okay, why am I here? Why is this happening? It's like, what am I not seeing? What should I be seeing? That kind of thing. Not, why is this always happening to me kind of thing. Because that's, it puts us in like more of a victim instead of a place of empowerment. So while we have this time away from others and meditating, kind of trying to understand where we're at in this place right now, during Valentine's season, I know, Taurus. It'll serve us better if we maybe question what the lesson here is. What am I not seeing? Or what can I be seeing? Or how can I? Just something like that, So Ace of Cups. So it is about... so sorry. Last two readings when I got on my nose started kind of going crazy. So Ace of Cups reverse is about... Well, there's not a start in love. There's a lack of love, okay? So when I see this reverse, it starts with us. We have to have love for ourselves. We have to understand that how lovable we are and how much we are loved. And when you're sitting alone in a room and all crap has gone crazy in the last 3 years or so, you might be saying, well, how is that going to work? Yeah, I know. But maybe that's, if we go back to, what am I not seeing here? What am I not seeing here? So this one card tells me, maybe you're not seeing how loved you are by the universe, how you were created out of love. And that as a child, before anybody came in and taught you things, you were pure love, okay? And that's where it all starts. So to be able to receive love, we have to embrace love. We have to understand that we are love. It's not just outside things. It starts inside, because whatever we have inside, we create on the outside. The next card is a Nine of Pentacles. This is somebody, well, it's an ex-girlfriend, or maybe it's you as an ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, but it's feeling dependent, codependent. It's feeling like I don't have my finances together, and when am I going to get it? Or when is somebody going to? When are things going to go better? And maybe this is about catching one's attention, somebody's attention. Look, anything can be turned around. Yes, decisions in love. I don't know why third parties popping in here, but why are people choosing others besides me? Because you... Okay. I'm not sure they're choosing others besides you. I mean, I know you're saying that and you're seeing that on the outside, but it might be because we haven't chosen ourselves first. It's like giving ourselves away and not... Giving ourselves away doesn't... It's a lack of respect for ourselves. But we can't see it when we're doing it sometimes. We just can't, you know? The Star. But now this is divine guidance. There is hope here. Why? Why is there hope now, right? Because you're being led by your North Star. So in this place of solitude where you're having all these thoughts and you're meditating and you're asking these questions, these are the right questions. Because you may be starting to identify the patterns that have been happening. And so at that point, when you feel like there's no more hope, well, the answer may be coming from that question or questions that I have not been following my intuition. I have not been following my own spiritual guidance. I have not been following the message from my soul. My soul's calling. What does that mean? It means maybe I've been looking outside of myself for the answers instead of looking within. Instead of going within, I've been asking other people what I should do. How the heck are they going to know what you should do if you don't? Whose life is it? And how are they managing their lives? Just a question. And nothing that anybody can tell you is right for your life because they're not you, and they're not living in your life. They're not walking in your shoes. So it's this outside validation versus inside knowing, right? That is a really beautiful message because it's a message of, I can change this. There's hope here. It's simple. It really is simple. All things are pretty simple. When we complicate things and don't feel deserving and allow other people's thoughts and ideas and statements and rhetoric to play in our head, then it confuses us. That's when things get complicated, when we stop connecting with our own selves, with our higher selves, with what we know is true. The time away meditation gets back to, what do I know is true? Who am I? And then go from there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get a couple cards from your angels and ancestors. There's a self-nurturing that needs to consider more self-nurturing, but not on the physical things, the spiritual things, being kind to yourself, saying the words to undo what people have said to you, okay? We have to be able to say, no, that's not true. What somebody said that's stuck in our head, that's not true. Maybe I acted like that at the time, but that's not who I am, okay? Make sure you understand who you are, because it will help you get through this time. Shift your perception. Wow. So, shift your perception, come from another place. This is what the whole reading is about, is shifting your perception to understand how maybe you were creating this too, how you're maybe not being able to go within. It was taking your value and your power away. You were giving it away to someone else. Spring, see your seeds grow. So this is good because this means that there are things that you have planted that are good, even though right now you may not feel like nothing's going right, but there's things that you planted. There's seeds that you've planted of good things. And they will come to fruition. You can continue to plant seeds, but there's something about springtime here where you're going to see changes. So, you may be in solitude for a little while, you know? You may, I don't know what's happened in the last little while. Well, I can kind of see. Looks like there was a separation and a painful choice that had to be made in love. Maybe there was a third party. I don't know if you were involved in that or if that was another party, but I'm not going to go too deep on that because we don't need to focus on that. We know that that's been happening a lot, especially to Taurus, especially to everyone, everyone. But there are seeds of good things we've planted no matter what our behavior was. And maybe we've decided who we want to be in the last little while and started walking differently. This following your North Star, following your soul's desire is planting more seeds. And there are good things coming in the spring, okay? Spring is a happy time. It's a time of renewal. It's a time of animals. I mean, the babies are born, animals. It's a time when the earth turns green again. It's your time, Taurus, because it's Taurus time. April to May. That's Taurus time. So you may see things get better, start to feel them get better around your birthday. Just hang in there, shift your perception. It's like, what should I be seeing here? What should I be learning here? Timeouts doesn't have to be this time away from people. Separation, introspection can be used in a very positive way. Very positive. I've learned skills in that, separating from people, looking at things different, because I had two choices here, okay? And this is just an example. Either I could continue to use the things that I continue to use behavior to avoid what's really going on, or I could change and ask, what should I be seeing in this time? There's a reason this happened. What do I need to see here? And how do I change this? Keep this from never happening again, ever. You see? How do I make better choices so this never happens again? Maybe other things will happen, but this one, no. And that's the thing. How determined do we want to be? It looks like you're pretty darn determined right now, Taurus. Let's just get a couple more cards. Maybe one more card here. This is Art Through the Eye of the Soul Oracle. Of course there's hope. There's hope for anything you want. But it starts with loving yourself and knowing you're worthy of that. Why wouldn't you be? Why wouldn't you be? To even consider that back in that subliminal rhetoric that we have going on, those are somebody else's words saying you're not good enough or you're this or you're that. And the person that, it's not about outside approval, it's about your approval. And if you believe in God, God don't create. Creation doesn't make trash. We abuse it. We abuse what's given to us because we just don't know. We just don't know. But now you know. Okay? Now you know. Move away from a difficult situation. Okay? Follow that spiritual guidance. It's time. This is the time. Solitude. You need the time so you can clear the energy and understand who you are and what this is really about. You see? Sorry. I'm just way over somewhere else. What this is really about, Taurus. Looking at things from a different perspective. Things are not always what we thought they were. And understand and just know that things are getting better. And Your birthday is going to bring new revelations. Just continue to do the work. Or you may just be starting to do some work, and that's good too. We all get to start, and we all get to be together on this journey. Yep, and the more of us that come into it, the more support we have in a positive vibration. So, moving away from difficult situations will help you find your balance, will help you see, understand who you are. And you won't have the other people's thoughts in your head. They're negative rhetoric, right? Love you, Taurus. Happy Valentine's Day. I'll talk to you in a week or so, okay?